recording. Alright, recording is going. So now, it's time for everyone's favorite activity, rolling for how fucked you're gonna be this session.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. It's a D10, wasn't it?
I believe it's a D12.
I think your sensitivity's a little high. Or maybe your volume's a little high.
Your
Two?
face is a little
It's something.
high.
I mean, not yet.
Hey, above average this time. Hey!
Nice.
1 bad boy point, 3 bad boy point.
What?
Wait, 7's a bad boy? What?
Yeah, 7's 2 bad boy points.
What?
How? When it's above half.
I mean, I
That's the way
guess
force
it's...
dice work.
I guess it's just on a random scale? I don't know.
I thought we were going by if it's below.
No, it's 1, it's 1 bad, 1 bad, 1 bad, 1 bad, 1 bad, 1 bad, 2 bad, 1 good, 1 good, 2 good, 2 good, 2 good.
That's weird. Okay.
That's just the way the dice is laid out. It's in favor of you having bad stuff happen to you.
So that's 5 bad and 4 good? Question mark?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I need to roll my die.
Join the 12 club. It's nice this time of year.
2.
Oh.
So we have 6 and 4 tonight.
At least we have some good boy points.
You have some good
Yeah,
points.
that's something.
Okay, so welcome back. It's been a week, but for characters, it's been a month. So once we play the intro, we're gonna have a little bit of a discussion about what everyone did. But first,
Okay.
everyone mute while we play the intro.
True lies, cat's cries, late at night on the run, magic ties, fallen eye, the moon shines down. Careful who you trust, if only you must stay alive with them. Take your time, solve the crimes. It's better off when you're gone.
And welcome back. So, last time on the Unsung City, our brave heroes dealt with the remains of Johnny Falcone, only to find out that he had been a body double and not the real one. However, they were reassured by Vanessa that they were reassured by Vanessa that members of the reinforcers of the law of the underworld are on their way from Italy, and he won't be a problem much longer. They then spent some time recovering, where they each received varying levels of progress along their character arcs. Then they did some shopping in the shopping district and met a very interesting kobold. At a very interesting shop, and had some encounters in back alleyways. Now we rejoin them after a month has passed, and August has given way. So, it's been a month, and all of you have done quite a few things in that time period. Why don't we do something fun, and we'll go down the list. And each of you will tell everyone else and the audience listening at home what you've done this past month, starting with Nadia.
After the events of the last session, Nadia went to Fritz's show, and she enjoyed it and continued hanging out with him outside of her encounters with her cult. After so long, she eventually was pressured into trying to dance for the people like Fritz does. Well, not to the same extent, but she enjoyed it a lot. She relished in the attention the people gave her and the whistles and all of the eyes, and she kind of delved into that like a drug, avoiding her duties for the shadow, not reporting in as much, and eventually she ended up becoming roommates with Fritz.
Very well, and tell us about your post-time skip outfit. Have you made any changes?
Nadia that didn't really change too much, but she might be not trying to hide herself as much, but she still wears the same uniform, but, well, at the club, well, pretty fancy stuff there.
Interesting. Shamrock, what have you been doing?
Oh, also, she has a new friendship bracelet with Fritz. Don't forget about that.
Alright, very good. So, Shamrock, what have you been doing?
Oh, nothing special, just replacing his skin, as everyone does, as humans, yes. So he's been pretty busy. He asked Jig and Gobald to do some express orders for him. So he's got some new skin. He's got what I have from order. Got some. Well, he only had the armor being made by them. He himself, though, along with doing a little bit of work here, a little bit of work there, did a little bit of creating himself, including a new addition to his arm, a spring-out shield, as well as a fancy device he's called a striker, along with a few extra pieces of ammo for that. What will happen with that, I believe, will be very well enjoyed by our Puljos crowd.
Very well. And have you made any changes for your time skip Sona?
I mean, nothing particular. I mean, his skin's now blue because his armor's made of mithril.
Excellent. So, formally, what have you been doing over this month?
I'm sorry, can I go a bit later? I'm sorry.
Very well, we'll skip over you for now. Francis.
So Francis, having heard about what's going on in Colorado, decides to take a trip down there and spends a week scouting out those mines, seeing if he can maybe find his way into the Underdark from there.
Mm-hmm.
He can't seem to find a way in, so he just gathers some information there for a week and
Mm-hmm.
then comes back and starts doing research on all things with tentacle faces.
Okay. And
he does that while continuing working for the distillery.
Mm-hmm. And so, Francis, have you made any changes to your outfit during the time skip?
No, I don't think he has.
Bunch of boring boys.
I mean, he got that cloak from last time, but I don't think that really counts.
Okay. Rin.
Yes.
What
Rin
have you been
has
doing?
been working with Vanessa under her entourage, assisting when she can. Being a bit of muscle, learning to use her new abilities, and generally just taking up Vanessa's offer to work for her.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of looks, I didn't mention it before, but I'm just going to say now, since you're giving me the opportunity. In addition to the smell before, her kimono now is a field of spider lilies that seem to blow in the breeze.
Interesting. And did anything else interesting happen to you while you were bounty hunting?
Oh, are you talking about that?
I mean, the only interesting thing that we talked about.
Well, yes, she's at phase 2 of her Blade's Awakening.
So now there are 2 foxtail charms hanging from the hilt.
And nothing bad could possibly happen.
Exactly. So, Friedrich.
Don't call him by his fucking name. You're not his mother. Friedrich. Fritz has discovered that he doesn't like doing hits, and that going to the opera doesn't always mean that you're going to the opera. Yeah, he had some misadventures. Generally made a fool of himself. And if Nadia was living with him at the time, it would probably be pretty evident to anyone seeing him that he's having a real hard time getting any sleep these days.
Oh no.
But the sword, which he had been freaking out about, looks a bit different now. Instead of being bright yellow with a blinking moving eye on it, it's more of a yellow gold, and where the eye was, it's a still vaguely eye-like gemstone, and he still keeps it in his sheath of sharpness and tries very hard not to look very disappointed in himself every time he picks it up.
Oh.
My poor
So yeah.
boy.
He hasn't changed. The sword has changed, though.
Any outfit changes at all?
He has a large closet. He doesn't have need for glamours.
Okay.
Wears the exact same clothes every single scene.
You say as I gave you an entire reference page of clothing he would wear to the club. Get out.
I know, but this was your chance to, make musical notes fly behind you or something.
He's flashy, but he doesn't need glamours to be flashy and catch people's attention. He's just naturally gorgeous. He does have a friendship bracelet now. And really, he's sexy and cool and modest and really good at making friendship bracelets.
And modest. Did we mention
Important
modest?
things.
And modest and sexy and cool.
I feel like the modest one's a joke, right?
What? No, definitely. So modest.
So
Most
modest.
Very modest. All right. Charles, you've delayed long enough. What's formerly been up to this month?
Formerly has been up to me learning that Jeffrey will never let me catch a break.
No, I
Yeah,
won't.
that sounds about right.
Yeah. I mentioned wanting to do cards with Vicky, and I found myself learning the system of poker at 11 p.m. on some day of the week. Anyways.
You're the one who made cards and made
Okay,
a feature of your
That
character.
explains why you sent
I
me the rules.
said
of
I wanted to
craps.
play a card game, and then
motorcycles?
okay, not on. Oh God,
We played a card
Wish it
game,
was
and
on
it was not on
motorcycles.
motorcycles.
there weren't even motorcycles
Oh.
in the room.
I mean,
Not
why even bother then?
I know. So formerly went to Vicky, and they ended up going to a black tie event of all the who's who of the mafia community of goddamn Chicago. It went pretty all right. I got a fun new suit. Got some new guns. That was pretty neat. Won some gold. Did my business. Didn't embarrass myself in front of Vicky, so that felt great. Sold some drugs. Bought some new drugs. Jeffrey would like me to mention that I did trade them like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I'd do it again, motherfucker. And I fucked my plug. Anyways, hope this stream isn't PG. Didn't think about that before I said it. Moving
Nope.
forward, did some research.
Setting is definitely 18 plus.
Excellent. We love to see it. Anyways, did some research, found out that the pyramid and the glass lens are a part of components for an old school ritual, which has some relation to thaumaturgy, and it's sympathetic magic. So it's used to connect things. There's also residue on the dish that I scraped and saved. Do not know how to identify it. Then found out when I was buying drugs also that there's an inspector coming to town in a few weeks who's bringing a strike team with them, and they're turning over every rock. So I just thought we should mention that because I think we should probably look out for that.
Well then.
Yeah.
Oh, is that all?
So, tell us about your time skip Sona. Have you changed your outfit?
No, not really. I really had something in my head just now where I was like, ooh, I'm going to tell him this. But I don't recall. I've been in and out of sleep all day.
Oh, no.
Oh, you poor
It's alright. My body caught up on me.
Oh.
I remember
What about
sleep.
your new suit?
I think I had sleep back in middle school.
Bullshit.
Back in
I woke up at 5
1907.
a.m. for work.
Back in
And then I woke up
elementary
again at
school,
1 p.m.
I think we had nap time.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
What about formerly's new suit? Wouldn't that be a new look?
Oh, I mean, I suppose, but I don't think he's going to be wearing it around like downtown Chicago, just on the casual. But you know, he might come. Maybe he wore it to Fritz's show. I did want to have him cook specifically beef stew for everybody at Shamrock's office afterwards.
So
but
how
I don't
soon
think
would
we ever
you
really got
have
to
seen
that.
the show? Would you have waited until later in the month?
I assume that you guys were kind of getting together after the shows to hang out before splitting off to do your own things. Maybe not every show, but occasionally. Just to
They were
check.
just bumming over at Shamrock's house.
It is a dark purple suit with silver pinstripes and 2 dark leather gun holsters, one in the lower back and one in the sleeve.
Oh,
Fancy.
That's
Oh, shit.
audacious.
I missed something on mine that I wanted to bring
Yes.
up.
Oh, whoa.
Hey, Shadow. Could I have gotten a license for the sword?
Do you need license?
Let
for
the sword
swords?
drink. The sword should be able to drink.
Let the big dog hunt.
Let the big dog rent a car.
You mean like by license for the sword? Do you mean like
Open carry license for a weapon of that size, yes.
There's not really such a thing as an open carry license.
For a sword?
Can we get a driver's license then?
But if you want to try to register it in some manner, you would have to go to City Hall for that. And I haven't planned any City Hall stuff, so next week.
Okay.
City Hall's close.
20
When
big
I've had
dog
when I've
run.
had time to work out what City Hall is going to look like.
No, I was talking about over the month break.
Yeah, I haven't planned any. You didn't contact me before.
Yeah,
this,
no, okay,
so
okay, that's fine.
I don't have anything prepared for that.
Alright, sorry.
City Hall didn't exist until you brought it up. So.
Alright.
So I have not planned out what the insides are going to look like or what any of the NPCs are going to be named. So next week, when I have everything more planned out.
That's right.
Okay, so we're going to rejoin on a place that everyone will have habited at least once. The ice
Okay.
or the icebox.
I don't think Francis has been there.
Yeah,
You
you've
have
been
a
there.
standing invitation.
Yeah, I don't think he took it.
That's
A
fair,
rude
but
boy.
rude. Damn, you would have missed the one time that Fritz had like an innocent show too. Every other time it's like dom, but like the one time that it was like normal and kind and sweet is the time he invited everyone to come see.
I think
wasn't
I
sure
think
normal vocab.
I think Francis is assuming that innocent for Fritz is like still too far. You know, like
Damn, what you got? What you got against ladies' knickers?
he's just not that fond of fellas' knickers. That's all.
Well, you wouldn't be seeing any fellas' knickers on Fritz.
I think it's what's under the
I
knicker.
guess you got me on that one.
Oh god. Well, Shamp just here enjoying the experience.
Okay, I can't control that.
I know. Don't worry.
Okay.
We're just gonna do a little bit
Oh
of
god, I'm huge. Oh god, what happened to me?
Gigantor.
And thus, Shamrock became a giant 50-foot tall death robot.
It's what he
Formerly
deserves.
big formerly. No.
Formerly big.
God damn.
Formerly real?
Are you so everyone was invited to this location. And each of you has received an invite to come here, addressed by one Annabeth Murphy.
Queen.
Oh,
Love that bitch. Ooh, and she gets a new icon?
She is an icon.
She's getting up in the
First
world.
of all.
Damn, you got me there.
So, she's gonna be up here. And Francis, are you coming in, or are you just staying outside?
yeah, he'll come in.
Okay.
It's cold out there. Or warm.
Yeah.
It's August.
Cold outside. No, it's past August now.
Also
September.
warm.
September. In Chicago?
I mean, relatively.
November.
It's
All right, so you guys have come out, and there's a stage performance going on. So, Fritz, why don't you tell us which of these NPCs are up on stage right now performing?
I get to pick whose work night it is?
Yes.
Oh my god, let me open up my thing because I don't want to open up everybody's individual pages and instead just go to my big list.
Got that big lore.
Get that big list. I'm gonna say that, you know what? We'll give it to Missy. It's Missy's night. She deserves it. Give her them coins.
All right. So Missy is on stage. She is performing. Why don't you tell us a little bit about her performance? You don't have to go into a whole performance. Just tell us a little bit about what she's doing.
You can see a little bit of like stage fright still. You can see that she's like got some nerves in her eyes, and you can tell she probably hasn't been dancing for the longest time. But her shtick is very, very demure, very coy. A lot of like, am I going to take my glove off? Am I going to take my glove off? No, I'm not. Am I going to? I'm lifting my skirt. I'm lifting my skirt. No, I'm pushing my skirt back down. You don't need to see that. Just very, very soft
yes.
pinks, very blushy. Just she's an utter delight. I love her so much.
Very much playing the innocent card.
The youth of today would call her a cock tease.
Well, higher society would potentially call her coquettish.
Well, so Missy's up on stage performing, and there is, of course, a live band playing as well. Theater seems to be quite packed for Missy's performance tonight. As you guys walk in, you sit down, you're kind of looking around for Annabeth, and then one of you looks up to, is this the Lords, I think? And you see what looks, you see Annabeth leaning against the railing and waves you up.
Do you want me to hit up, guys?
What was that?
Okay, all of them. Okay.
Yeah, so
What?
the six of you join her. I'm assuming that Fritz is going to take the front stage, the railing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is this a work night or is this like a normal night?
This is a normal night. You're not working tonight.
Okay.
So Annabeth nods as you sit down. She turns her attention back to the show, and watches it with the appreciation of someone who's a connoisseur of performances, I guess. She's seen many performances and she enjoys them. And she waits for like, do burlesque shows have like a halftime? Or a break?
An intermission you're looking for?
There's time between acts.
Yeah, okay, so she waits for an intermission, and she turns to you and says, "Well, aren't you a pile of sunshine?" looking deformally in Fritz, both of whom seem to have very dark circles under their eyes.
Good morning to you too. Or good evening. Good evening.
Question.
Yeah.
Answer?
You know what? Sure, I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna say I have my sword out in the open this time round.
Okay.
You're in a titty bar. Nobody's gonna fucking judge you for having a weapon. As long as you don't point it at the girls.
Yeah, no. Am I pointing at someone who...
Is that a sword in your back? In your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? No, it's actually a sword. Swing!
No, it's a completely loaded striker system, complete with spring lock shield. Boom.
question?
No, that was it. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Heather, I have a question.
All right.
Over the time skip, could I have also applied for the license for magic?
So it's not so much like applying. I mean, you can put your name on the list, but right now it's so backlogged just trying to keep up with the flood of children that adults are kind of on a wait list.
So, as long as you tell them, yeah, I applied, odds are if you use magic, you'll...
Yeah, I mean, I guess unless you got like a real hard ass, it's kind of like, I've got a temporary title, or, you know, something like that. When the cop pulls you over, like, hey, I applied for it, you know, I already paid for my title, or for my license plate, but it hasn't been made yet, kind of thing.
Okay.
Unless you get a real hard ass about it. We've been like, oh, you don't have a license, I gotta take you down to the station. Where you will spend, you know, a few hours as they ask you all the same questions over and over again until they eventually let you go. But it's gonna waste time. It's better just to kind of not draw their attention. Detectives can be so inconveniently observant.
Tell me about it.
Jesus Christ.
So, alright, so she says, well, not that that wasn't lovely, but I've got some news for you. First off, if you haven't heard, you want to keep your head down in the next few weeks.
Alright, what about?
There's some bigwig from the, let's see, what's it called that? It's called from the Bureau of Internal Revenue or some shite.
Huh. The hell they do?
They're the IRS, before they were called the IRS.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you don't pay taxes.
You're 7.
Well, I mean, to be fair...
I just paid the landlord.
To be fair, Shamrock, or not Shamrock, Clover handled all the taxes. Shamrock was
there's
never
a problem
involved in that, so...
There's a problem arising.
Oh no.
Shamrock is tax fraud.
So they handle taxes, you know, the thing you have to pay the government to get them to leave you alone.
You mean rent?
Yeah, kind of like
Rent for being
for
alive.
living in the country.
Why do they make you pay money for being alive?
They make you pay money based on how much you make. You have been paying them, right? Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Well, it's not like I exactly report on my income either. It's really
In my
hard to
defense-
find an IRS. It's really hard to find a tax form for sold illegal black magic market goods. Yeah. Anyway, keep your head down if you're walking around with anything fancy.
It might be time for a vacation.
He's not. Rumor is he's coming from DC and he's a bit of a hard arse.
Yeah, Nadia?
That's what I've heard too.
Might be time for a little excursion then.
Yes, Nadia?
So would Nadia have known about taxes with living in the country and stuff? Like,
I mean, you've been filing your taxes.
Okay.
You own a cab company. You have to file taxes.
okay. Well, no, I own one cab.
And you run your own business.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, you can choose to. You can choose right now for your character to have not filed taxes.
No. Yes, she has.
I mean, technically, I don't have an income.
Technically, you don't exist.
Tax evasion, tax evasion, tax evasion.
So,
Yeah, where's Yoshi when you need him?
You might want to make yourself scarce for a while. Speaking of, word on the street is that you're looking for a Corbite. Nods to Shamrock.
Yeah, suppose y'all should know. Remember that broken watch that we got?
Yeah.
Well, got inspected by the observatory guys. Good news is they can fix it, and relatively cheap. Bad news, there's some fancy materials they need in order to get it ticking. And near as I can tell, the only place to find it is Arizona.
Sorry, I said Arizona. I meant Colorado, the same place that Francis was going.
Got it. Putting out the note.
Yeah, my bad.
So we're going to be going on the road trip for this, I guess?
I can drive.
It would probably be a good idea.
About that sword, by the way.
Twas proven difficult for me, even for me, to find something as comparable to whatever M says that thing is.
Oh, well, this is one of a kind, of course.
And
I'll take what you can find.
And a was it Masamune? Or was it a Muramasa? I can't remember.
Muramasa.
And Muramasa, if I'm any judge.
I'm impressed.
Well, you don't become an arms dealer without knowing what arms look like. Or so I'm told.
Yes,
honestly,
but
I've never had difficulty with it. Anywho,
yeah.
Yes, I can. I have one, but she holds it back. She holds out like a cloth thing, and as you reach out to take it, she holds it back. But it's gonna cost you.
How much?
Oh, not gold. I don't deal in just gold. It's gonna cost you a little favor. Since you be heading out to the Midwest, I've got a friend of mine who's gone missing recently. Need you to find out what happened to her, and if something has, help her out. You can?
And I take it you want me to do just like you prefer payments up front. I take it you want me to do the favor first.
Aye.
Fair.
You don't know what I had to do or who I had to bury to get this thing. There's quite a few fangers who wanted it for some reason.
Might I at least know what I'm dealing with?
Aye. You ever heard of... she names off a string of Japanese, which translates to, the Thunderclap Monastery.
Okay, give me a chance to... Oh yes, I do have.
I mean...
Not off the top of my head.
Well...
It's some temple or another, but that's about all.
Well... you can... This is not exactly an easy place to find, but, as the stories go, 'twas the place where the Buddha himself wrote the not the Mahabharata. It's, fuck, what are they called?
Wait, that would have been religion, wouldn't it?
They're scriptures, from the Thunderclap Monastery was where Buddha went to write the scriptures from the Journey to the West.
And that would have been religion, wouldn't it, anyway?
Chandragupta?
No.
Okay.
Oh god, I can't remember what they're called. Anyway, he wrote these scripts.
The Dharmapadas?
I don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The thing.
The thing with the
Hold
stuff.
on. No, because actually he was named. The scripture pilgrim was renamed.
Tripitaka, that's it.
Tripitaka, yes, the Tripitaka.
So,
Yeah, because he was renamed after the scriptures that he was carrying. So, that's where it's rumored the Buddha himself wrote the Tripitaka. And
The fuck?
yes,
so what's Rin getting, or is the group getting something?
I asked her for a side weapon besides my sword.
she asked Annabeth to find a weapon besides the sword that was of equal value.
Or comparative.
That was a comparable weapon. Well, the Buddha may have believed in pacifism, but the monastery still had guards, and this is one of their weapons you can.
Interesting.
Said to be able to cut through demons like rice paper.
What?
Are you interested, Nadia?
I have a question. If we assist on this, what are we getting out of it? Because I doubt that just one person would be able to save your friend if they're in as much trouble as you're hinting at.
Well, from what I hear, you got your tall, dark, and shiny over there wants to go get some wonder material that the wizards are all over about, and your friend over there, Mr. Southern Sweet Boy, has his own interests in Colorado.
And he knows there might be something for you, Nadia.
Who knows? I hear there's all sorts of crazy things down there.
So there's nothing else you are asking us to search for or anything? Like, say we find your friend dead, is there something that you are trying to have us protect besides them?
Nay, you find her dead, just see if you can bring me back the body. If you can't, that's fine too. But I would like to give her proper burial if she's dead.
Now, is all of this work that we're putting in, picking up, heading all the way cross country, is that only good for one favor, or do you think maybe you could throw in a little bit extra?
Oh, 'tis not favor for me. The six of ye, you're a right odd bunch, and you stand out.
Yeah, we do sort of have to get out
You
of the
stand
city.
out like a glowing neon sign, and my advice was to get out of town for a while, let the heat die off. Especially after you just shot up a fucking clock tower in broad daylight.
Right.
Well,
That
we
is a
will
pretty
need
fair
some
point.
money, you know. Like, money don't grow on trees.
And neither do magic swords.
Yeah, I think it's pretty fair on that point. Okay, while we're out of the city, can I at least ask you to keep your uncles out for something?
That be me job.
Tell you what, Nadia.
Because
I'll give you the sword.
Because usually I'm pretty okay at getting shit on my own, but magic items are not necessarily my speciality. Things that make you quick, things that make you speedy, things that make you hard to catch. You okay for keeping an eye out on shit like that for me while we're gone?
I can look out for something like that. I think I know a man who knows a man who knows a man. You can.
Okay, well I got the handbag for it, so That's all I need.
I do appreciate your effort in finding this, though, for me.
Trust me, you're gonna pay for it in full by the time you're done.
You know, you said magic swords don't grow on trees, but I feel like everybody's got a fucking magic sword these days.
I think we're the
Since the
exception of every
awakening,
magic sword.
Since the awakening, yes.
Why do you need 2 magic swords? What could you possibly need 2 magic swords for?
One for each hand, maybe?
And Annabeth looks kind of aghast at your suggestion that you could have enough weaponry.
Not weaponry,
know, right?
specifically magic swords.
No, but if I get disarmed, I would like to quickly cut them down before they get their hands on this.
Annabeth pats her sword that's slung across her back. Says, I can see where you're going with that, but if I didn't have the judge over here, I would surely look out for more. You can never have enough magic swords. Take it from me. You get one for every occasion. It's kind of like a pair of shoes.
Give me a fucking gun any day, Jesus.
I...
Well, do you have a sword for dancing then? Nadia says that sarcastically. Well, when we're putting on a show, is there one for that too? Mrs. Oh, there's a sword for every occasion.
I'm pretty sure
Yes,
that's
but that-
actually one of Eve's acts. I'm pretty sure that she does juggle swords. I wouldn't be surprised. She does some whack
Would
shit.
would you like me to look for one for ye?
I feel like a prop sword would probably be better and safer.
Wait a sec. I'm going to look over to.
Out of character, I'm positive that some bard at some point has made a sword that made him better at performance skills.
There's the yes, but what I was going to say is a literal dancing sword, the floating ones.
No, Nadia didn't want a dancing sword. Wanted a sword for dancing. Completely different.
True.
I'm positive that some bard somewhere has made a sword that makes it easier to do perform checks.
But dancing sword would be easy for juggling.
Yeah, but that's cheating.
You know that I'm just being sarcastic here. Like, not every occasion needs a sword. I mean, I don't need a sword to butter my damn bread.
You need a really small sword to butter your bread.
I mean, of course,
Could
you
use
only
a
look
damn
at cape.
spoon if I really wanted to. I mean, I
There's
was
another name.
poor, a while ago, and I used spoon instead of knife. It happens. You don't have sword all the time. You don't need.
Yeah, you do. I always have a sword.
Listen.
We-
Listen, God, your fucking accent's starting to infiltrate into me.
Listen.
Annabelle, listen.
Listen.
Russian is spreading.
This is the Russian party now.
Listen up, you little gobshite. I've had so many strange requests in the past week. I sold a pair of Nike sneakers signed by Hermes himself to a basketball player just the other week. For $1 million.
What team was he on? I need to know what to bet on, please.
Alright. I will give you a challenge then. How about you get me a sword that can be used for any occasion?
The Swiss Army knife.
Yes.
We have
I'm
one
glad we're
brain
all
cell, we
thinking
pass
the
it along.
same thing.
Perfect.
And they make strange stuff.
And, shut up. Shut up, Gray. No one asked you.
Like you started nice.
No one asked you. So, very well. We'll look out for it.
I don't mean for anything. I mean, I wanted to start a fire. I wanted to cool down my food. I want a sword for anything I could want it for.
I mean, in theory, we could use like the tip of my sword for buttering bread. That probably can you slice bread with the sword? That's definitely not the intended use of my sword, but oh god.
Couldn't
gonna
slice the
start-
bread without
it's
squishing it? Like, that's important. You don't want squished bread.
It's a rapier, so I feel like the most thing I could do is like stab it through a loaf of bread and then like hold it over a fire and then we
Yeah.
can have toast.
What could possibly go wrong?
We make shish kebab with your sword.
We can use it for a kebab. We can make kebabs.
Meanwhile, the Japanese is like, oh, the sheer numbers of this aspect.
So we're going to Colorado,
You're bringing me to your side. I see the appeal of swords now. They're very utilitarian, I guess.
I like to think that through all of this, Shamrock just been sitting there with like a basket of popcorn they can't eat. It's all going on.
I love to
Francis
think
has
that
been-
Shamrock's actually like just got like a piece of popcorn occasionally, just like tosses it against his face and it like falls back into the container.
Francis is catching the ones
Like,
that he's tossing into his face and eating them.
This is
Oh,
what people.
God.
This is what normal people do, right? You just like throw it at your face and it bounces off.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it, yeah.
Shamrock, you mind if I take bite? I enjoy popcorn.
If you look down at the basket, you'll see that half of it's empty because Francis has been stealing it.
I don't know where
It's actually 3/4 empty. Formerly's also been stealing from the other side.
Not yet. I know you were being a smartass, but I've already found the magic item.
Every once in a while, a piece of popcorn just like hits Formerly's the side of his face, and it's because Fritz has been throwing it at him, but then looking away.
Everyone's
I'll
enjoying.
kill you for this.
Send me a link of sword, please. I want to take a look.
Sure, I'll send you an image.
But yes, to answer your question formally, I guess we are in fact just going to Colorado. Just willy-nilly. You know, not like all of us have, you know, day jobs and shit, but...
Really?
Some of us don't need day jobs, but thank you.
I literally don't have a day job.
Well, I mean, your day job is to do...
Is to help Shamrock, yes.
Yes.
So speaking of day job, how much did Nadia make driving her cab and dancing for the month?
So about that, I specifically asked...
Whoa!
Oh, what the?
Sorry about that.
I specifically asked you if you were driving your cab, and you said no.
No, I said I'm not murdering people with my cab.
Mm.
Oh, that is not me.
Who is that?
Good question.
That's
That's Charles. What? Oh, Charles.
Oh
Put it on
no.
this end.
All right, Charles.
Hello?
Hi.
We
Hello.
hear you.
Have you figured
Then
out
why
what
are you
that was?
answering me?
How did the
because all you heard
wireless?
was.
We can't hear
Yeah.
you, Charles. Try again.
I can hear him.
I mean, I can hear you right now.
You got
I
server muted. for
literally
about-
wasn't doing anything different. It's just on my iPod. Or not on my iPod, on my iPad and on my drawing program. That's it. But I've been drawing this whole time.
So,
Yeah.
I haven't
Um,
moved anything.
Shrug.
so, I did specifically ask you, are you doing...
It's
let's
like
see.
you're
you doing
trying
your
to, like-
taxi job during downtime. If so, how many weeks? Mostly hanging with Fritz, so no job.
Yeah, by no job I meant I'm not doing that hit idea that we had.
Well, you didn't tell me how many weeks you were doing it, so I didn't have a chance to get together with you.
Okay, that's fine. That can it just be enough for the trip at least then?
Didn't
I
you
guess-
just get like 1,000 gold?
Yeah.
I spent
Yeah,
a big
we
chunk
got
of it attaching guns to my car.
That's very true, you did.
And also the money we got for selling all the stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
right.
You guys are
And all-
swell with cash.
How much money did we get
Yeah.
from selling all the stuff? Did you post it somewhere?
Close. Yeah. Can I pin it? No, I don't have pen privilege. But
Okay.
We-
491.6 per
Yep.
person. Okay.
Oh, so we're not okay. So we're supposed to add 91 more. What?
When we sold all the stuff that we got from last time, each person gets 491.6 gold.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, how much?
And
431.
how much did it cost you to go out there, Francis? I think I said it was like
490.
10 gold or something like that.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you
terribly
said 10
expensive.
gold.
Yeah, I mean train tickets are actually fairly inexpensive.
Uh,
Of course, it's 10 gold one way.
I'm not
I mean,
leaving
again-
my cab behind.
You want to drive.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a road trip.
Road trip movie.
You want to drive. Okay. Don't take this the wrong way. Because if you're really determined to do it, I'm not going to stop you. But let me just quickly Google the distance between.
I've driven to Colorado to the mountains before. It only took us 3 days.
That's also on modern gas economy.
Okay.
It's also just like, do you want to put
Colorado
that
to Chicago
mileage on your
is
work car?
It's 16
1,000
hours, 14 minutes.
Yeah, Colorado to Chicago is 1,067.7 miles.
Okay, how much would it cost to ask them to put my cab in one of their cargo whatevers?
You could ask
That's a
Becky.
good question. Yeah,
Because I don't think we want to walk everywhere once we get there either. Like,
Vanessa.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's a good point.
Sugar mommy, pay our train fare.
I paid my own train fare.
Let's see. The good thing about having an active economy is that, like a real-world economy, is that I have a conversion rate, so I can just find out what the modern rate is, and then
Nice.
apply the currency conversion rate to get 1920s money, and then tell you how much that is. So it's going to cost you 30 gold.
that's not that bad.
Oh, that's baby money.
That's fine.
It's $400 to transport your vehicle.
I mean, in perspective, that's a month and a half rent for me, but you know, details.
In perspective, most people deal in silver pieces for wages. You guys are adventurers, and you work for the mob, which is why you have tons of money.
If this was a different campaign, like detective campaign or a police campaign, we would be working on a different economy altogether.
You would have a lot less money. That's very true. You would get paid a
Yeah.
lot less. You would probably get paid like maybe, instead of getting paid like $1,000 to do a few days worth of detective work, you would instead get paid, I don't know,
Maybe 100, maybe.
maybe like $15 a month.
I simply wouldn't.
Given it's also the day and age when a penny was actually valuable.
Yeah, so you could, back then you could buy lunch for 10 cents. Rockefeller, in fact, basically went around just to flex how wealthy he was, gave out dimes to people, buying them lunch.
Nice.
That's kind of like if, like, Elon Musk walked around and just handed out $10 to
Give
people.
fuel 20s.
Yeah,
I'd kill
handed,
him.
like $20 to someone. Just like, hey
Oh,
guys,
yeah,
here, have lunch on me. Ha 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 ha! Look how rich I am.
We could all.
If you got close enough to hand me a 20, it'd be over.
Elon Musk isn't as bad as some people.
No, I'd still kill him.
All right. Well, That's a topic we really don't want going up on our Twitch channel and YouTube channel, so we're gonna move past that. So you guys, it's gonna cost you 20 gold. Or sorry, it was like 30 gold, I think I said?
You said 30.
30 gold to transport your taxi on one of their freight carriages. More if you want it to be like a covered thing instead of just like, like chained
Open
down
air.
with a tarp over it. If you want it to be in a covered carriage, that's going to cost more. Because they're basically, whatever freight was going to go in that covered thing is being replaced by your car. So right now you're like renting out a flatbed, basically, but they'll throw a tarp over it.
How much would it be for the enclosed one?
The enclosed one, it's going to be about 50 gold.
I wouldn't mind chipping in for that.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Each of you pitch in 10?
Sure.
Okay.
I am diggity down.
Alright. So, everyone's being very communist about this distribution of wealth.
How much were the tickets?
Party
for the
member,
tour?
more like comrade.
10
It's worth
gold,
10 for one way.
10 gold for One Direction. You are going across the U.S.
I don't want to see One Direction. Even if it's only 10 gold.
We should go to Vermont. I hear it's beautiful this time of year. All that snow.
God damn it.
How much would it be for first class?
First class?
What, you don't want to sit with us? I get
First
it.
class is going to be 25 gold.
See, I'm probably just gonna go sit and lay it down in my car instead of having to sit by people.
I believe that Francis would have gone just like business class.
No, he would go first class.
Oh, well then it would have been a lot more.
What do you mean? For the ticket?
Yeah, for when you went out there to do
Yeah, you
your
said, oh,
10
yeah,
gold
yeah.
for just like an average person. Not
Okay,
cheap seats,
so-
not the first class, just like you went out there as a regular dude.
Okay, I'll change the money to
Yeah,
match that.
25 to be first class. I should have asked that.
Okay, that's alright.
Fritz, which class we going?
I was going to go first class.
I said Fritz.
I mean, shit, we got cash, so...
I'm going first class. Fuck off, I asked Fritz.
This is best friends only chat.
Sorry, this is an AV conversation. See your way out.
Sorry, wrong word for
Sorry,
Um,
Forrest, it's a 10 speaking right now.
Sorry, it's fun and funky bisexual roommates only. Yeah, how much was first class? How much is that?
that. I love how you assume my character's cis. Or not even straight.
But you're not a
I
roommate.
know, but you're not a roommate. You don't live in my house. How much was first class again?
25 gold.
That's fine.
Yeah.
35 for pitching in for yours, and then 25. You got the Nemus Bacha?
The what matcha? What?
Do you need me to spot you the denarii to go on the train, fancy wise?
So I was going to go in normal, so because I'm trying to save up to reinforce the car. Remember?
That's very true. That's very true. What about the rest of you schmucks? I need entertainment on the train. I'm not gonna entertain myself.
I stated.
Well, I know about you.
Shamrock shrugs.
Why do I feel like this is bird ring session?
So normal was 10, and if you want me to join you in first, that'd be 15.
Yeah, so it's.
I thought
so,
it was
like,
25 for
so
first class.
To be,
Yeah, I
25
would-
To be, yeah, so you're saying they were gonna pay 10 for like a business class, and then if you wanted them to join, it would be an extra 15 on top of that.
So I'll pay the 10 and you pay the 15?
Yeah, sure, fuck it.
What am I doing with all this money, right?
Absolutely nothing. I'd be spending it on, like, booze.
Can we make a stop to the bank before we make this trip?
See, since we're like living together, I'm probably making dinners and stuff, so it's alright.
You get to have a cute Russian girl make you food.
Yes.
Absolute win.
Pretty poggers.
Like I feel like when you're having trouble sleeping,
That
Nadia
sounds like
walks in with some tea and is like, "This might help."
if that isn't a light novel yet, it's gonna be soon.
So,
My roommate is a cute Russian girl? Question mark.
Is my roommate a communist? Question mark.
Is your bathroom breeding Bolsheviks?
No, it's breeding black smudges, and someone needs to clean them.
That's
I do not
never gonna happen.
What Russia stands for.
Did no one clean up that ritual?
Did no one clean up that ritual? That's a good question.
No,
Yes, he
it's
cleaned up.
I mean,
He cleaned up the ritual
Yeah,
the
but-
day of. It just
Did
took
you?
him a
Okay.
while.
Okay.
Yeah, when we got back
like that
from
night.
when we got back from killing everybody in the clock tower.
So Shamrock, I assume if you ever went anywhere, you probably would have just like sat in freight or something, just to save money.
yeah,
because
pretty much.
you and Clover were, I mean, near the end you guys had a decent living, but at the beginning you guys had real tight budgets.
Very used to just sitting in a freight container.
See, he could sit in my car. I would be like, if you're going to be in freight anyway, just sit in my car, protect it and stuff. You
Listen to radio.
listen to radio, maybe. Have a good time.
Okay,
I
allow me to state that if Shamrock listens to the radio through the entire train ride, your battery will be dead.
Yeah.
Just say it.
and to that comment, you just see the robot man just sort of crawl in upon himself. Just I'd rather be with others if it's the same.
Well,
I mean, it's,
Yeah, join us in first class. Come on, Shamrock.
Here.
You don't have to sit in a
He's-
cab.
all right.
He's people too, guys.
Yeah.
He is.
Oh, GM. The reason I wanted to go to the bank is to actually invest some of this gold.
Yeah, you can totally deposit it. So do we want to jump forward to the bank?
I have one thing to do for that.
Okay.
Just as we're leaving, sort of thing. Just he'll pull over Annabeth for a second. Just real fast. I'm still waiting on a word from Vanessa about information. But if you know anything, pass on to me, will you? And he passed over a pouch of coins, 100 gold in there.
Very well. I can do that. She takes
Much
the coins and slips them into a pocket in her cloak, which does not seem to bulge. As if it had a bag of... No, not
Close of
cloak.
holding.
Not a cloak. She has a leather jacket, so it's an inside pocket of that.
Nice.
So that is 1,440 gold going into investment.
Oh, by the way, you may want to take this with you. She holds out what looks like a silver dagger.
Oh, was that to me or to who?
That's the Shamrock.
Give the robot a knife.
But I'm supposed to know what that's for, or he just sort of tucks it into his coat next to his shoulder, his armpit holster.
Hopefully nothing, but if it be a problem, well, you'll find out quickly.
Appreciate
Make us
that.
safe and sorry, you can.
Thank you. Yeah. Take care of yourself, Sanche.
And so she turns back to the performance, which is the lights are going down and the performance is starting up again.
As I quickly try to go into my lexicon of Gaelic and just failing.
Gotcha. So, you guys go to the bank next. Or one of you wants to go to the bank.
Well,
Yes.
With the show, Nadia would whistle really loudly so the girl hears it, like kind of cheering her on, to make her blush more.
Is that proper show etiquette? I know it's not for like a regular stage performance.
For
I
a
mean,
kitty, probably.
You can like go, yeah, it's dudes
Okay.
in the crowd mostly, so
Okay.
It's a slightly more classy stripping bar.
yeah, it's like it's not super duper fancy. It just really
Relax.
depends on what kind of show they're putting on. And today's a casual day. It's not like a high art burlesque night
Casual burlesque, for casuals.
for casuals.
Now,
So-
ranked burlesque is next week.
Oh yeah.
Competitive burlesque.
Ranked burlesque.
There's tournaments for pole dancing. I bet there are tournaments for burlesque shows.
Oh, God.
So, a thing before we move on, since everybody's probably leaving at the same time after the show, Nadia's going to... hey, can I pull you all aside here?
Yeah. What's up?
Since we're all working together, I figured I should tell you a little bit about myself, so you can either still be friend or maybe be a little weird. I don't.
Should we do this in your car?
Huh?
Should we do this in your car? Not.
No, like she'd pull you guys aside, like the side of the
On the way out.
yeah.
All right.
Like it wouldn't be like in the middle of the sidewalk or something. It would be like off to the side.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just gonna say after the park, I was like, you gave me such a hard time.
Into a secluded alcove.
And
Meanwhile, the band alleyway.
So, shut up, everyone. Continue.
see, I look very like I used to, except for the hair. She pulls back her arm and like lets it goop down a little bit, showing it's translucent. It's translucent and goopy.
That don't look healthy.
Nah, it's normal for her.
I is slime person.
There's a reason I told you to not mind the slime in the clock tower.
So I shot you, what you're saying.
Oh, that was you. I couldn't. When I take full slime form, I see different.
I thought it was strange that there was a slime in there. Apologize for that.
What a gentleman.
Oh, you know that hurt me like a son of a bitch.
I'm a rather good shot.
Fritz is gonna tip his hat at Nadia in what is very clearly a Francis impression and just go, Muslim.
Oh boy.
Shamrock is just sort of
Wow.
just staring, just head tilting like a dog that saw something
How-
or heard new sound.
How
I
did
just
he-
wheezed one time so hard I just almost blacked out.
Oh
How
no.
did he become a fucking weeb, like neckbeard, so fast?
Muslim.
You mentioned that to me and you still were a bit hostile. I might have felt a little bit of Schadenfreude there.
Very well. So, this revelation has been made. Is anything
Yeah.
can be made of it?
Our
Mental note filed in Shamrock's head.
slimes
Does it hurt to
and
go goop?
our slime. What the fuck are slimes even? Really, I don't even really know. Aside from like the obvious.
Magnets.
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 Magnets?
Magnets.
Chompy, sucky, slurpy vor.
What?
I've seen that. I've seen that image on Pornhub. Anyway,
So,
I hate it here.
Oh, hush.
And right
Anyway,
now you're asking, why did I join this group?
There were so many games on Roll20.
Shamrock.
There were so many of all the games on Roll20 on all the nights of the week. They stepped into my game on this night. And that's when I knew it was trouble. Trouble in the
And then she walked in,
dress.
slime up to here, and I knew she wanted one thing. A fancy car.
anyway,
I'm sorry, I really need to hear Shamrock do that at least once. Thank you.
I need to hear Shamrock do the a shot and a miss, a shot and a miss.
Fire and a miss.
oh my gosh. Okay, so
I'm sorry, yeah. Alex has been trying to get us back on topic. So, a new revelation, which everyone seems to have taken pretty good.
like I said, it's normal for her, but I had this revelation long ago.
So, we move on to the bank. So, Rin, you walk in, and,
Human form, because I don't want that bias.
yeah. So, yeah, well, you walk, up to the bank, and there's, two police officers, or not police officers, security guards, standing there, and they say, ma'am, we're gonna have to peace bond your weapon.
May I have a paracord or something?
Oh, don't worry about it. Do you consent to the peace bonding of your weapon in exchange for being able to enter the building?
Of course.
Cool.
And I go into the and I sort of reflect back into the weapon. Don't worry, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah. So they, one of them pulls out a wand from inside his jacket and taps it on your sword. And it's, it feels like you kind of jiggle the handle a little bit just to see what it did, and it feels like it's, it feels like it's really, really hard to pull it out. And then some magical, looks like magical, ropes, kind of like, or not like ropes of symbols, seem to like wrap around it, holding the sword in place.
It's like almost if chains were symbols, basically.
So you have to you're gonna have to like fight it to draw that now.
Oh no, I wasn't bothering to. I just wanted to to invest the money.
If you end up drawing it at some point. Also, just sorry, we have to get this out of the way. You know how it is. Inspectors coming through next week and everything. You're not an illegal he pulls out a list. An illegal immigrant, a communist sympathizer, a member of the Soviet Party, a Nazi, or no wait, Nazis were World War II. Never mind. Ignore that one.
No.
A member of the a member of the Jung Caliphate. What the hell is this? Anyway, you're not supporting any weird foreign governments, and you're not an illegal immigrant, right?
My home and land disowned me, and I came here legally. Well, as legally as you can these days.
Right, good enough for me. Alright, come on in. And, oh, but you're gonna have to leave your, automaton out here.
He has a name.
Anybody want me to make donations in your name? You want me to make a donation? Not donation, investment in your name?
No, I don't.
I'm asking
I
you,
don't
I'm
care for
asking
those.
No, I'm asking for Shamrock.
I'm fine, thanks. I'll just keep these gentlemen here company.
Alright.
Sorry.
Anybody else want to?
Strictly no construct policy.
One of these days that's going to change.
Yeah, well, not after one was used to knock over a bank just last week. Or just a month ago.
Shamrock, what were you doing a month ago?
I was working.
I'm kidding. Please for the rest of it. Yeah, shit, you're right.
A month ago.
So a month ago, it was the O'Halley case.
Yeah, I forgot.
So, and any of the rest you want to come in, I do have to piece bond your weapons.
I have a question. How that work on whip is interesting.
I don't know how the magic works. I just work here, ma'am. You're gonna
You
have to
go
ask
like-
a wizard for that.
You could like twist tie it.
Yeah.
Since I can't go inside, I'm going to see if I can find a kid selling papers on a street corner and just read that one waiting.
Cool. So he taps your whip and your sickle.
No, that's in my shadow.
Did you store it in your shadow?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When I'm out and about, that's where that is.
Okay. So he taps your whip, and the sigils seem to like, kind of like zip tie it to your belt. For lack of a better term. Anyone else wanting to go in? Anyone else wanting to go in? They just tap your weapons, and it's stuck in whatever holster.
Francis is gonna stay outside with Shamrock and chill with him.
Okay.
Trail after Shaman Francis like a baby duck.
So, Rin, you go inside, and you wait in line. Queuing is something you're very familiar with in Japan. And
Yep.
you eventually get to the front, and there's an elderly man's kind of in his late 50s, portly, and he's got spectacles on, and he's sitting behind his desk. Yes, how can I help you, ma'am?
I'm hoping to make an investment.
Investment, huh? Well, you better off seeing a stockbroker or something for that.
Is there any way I could just these here then and open up a account?
Oh, certainly. Do you have your ID?
Question, because we talked about that. I am technically here legally. It's just I'm only here legally, technically.
Yeah. I don't remember if we arranged that you were going to get an illegal ID made or not.
No, not yet.
Okay, then you do not technically. I think you would probably have your immigration papers, but nothing else.
All right, would immigration papers count?
Afraid not, ma'am. I don't make the laws, but you.
I understand.
You are going to have to get your citizenship paperwork in order. Sorry about that. With the scares going on.
No, that makes sense. Oh boy.
However, what I can do right now is I can write you a banker's check for it. If you want something a bit more portable.
That would be wonderful, yes. Could you do 10 bills?
Yeah, so you've used traveler's checks before, I assume?
No, I haven't actually.
So basically, what it is the way it used to work back before the Great Depression, obviously, was that you would go to the bank and you would have your gold or whatever, and you would deposit it, and then you would get basically IOUs for various denominations. And so you would get one for like $5, one for $1, one for $10, and then you could go down to the grocery store and just hand them that, and then they would at the end of the day take it to the bank, and the bank would pay out whatever the IOUs are. Total up to, and then they would have their money, and it's all hunky-dory. Basically, traveler's checks are kind of the modern version of that, except traveler's checks only work if you sign it. It's got your name on it.
Okay.
You have to sign it.
The checkbook, got it.
This was before that. So basically,
Alright.
you would go to the bank and you'd say, "I'm depositing $5 worth of gold, or here's $5 worth of gold. I want 5 banknotes."
Alright, so I'm going to do 14 bills of 100 and 40 of 10.
Okay. And he, just raises an eyebrow at your large sum of money for someone without citizenship. But he is not paid to ask questions, and he's kind of...
I found an employer who was willing to hire me. What?
He didn't ask any questions. He just kind of raised his eyebrows. And
it's not a lie.
It's gonna take me a minute to get these drafts sorted out. Why don't you enjoy the waiting area?
And I already subtracted what I was saving for the trip.
Yeah.
To pay. So.
One thing I should note right now, before you may want to change this, is sometimes, because there wasn't a standardized bank until after the Great Depression, sometimes if you went to a bank that didn't have, so you might take say you went to Bank A and you got those bills, and then you went to Bank B where you were going, Bank B will certainly take Bank A's drafts, but they might give it to you at 90% of the value or something. Or whatever value they set, because it wasn't standardized yet. So
Alright.
You're going to have to find a branch of this bank, or they might offer you less, or you could haggle with them about it. But it's basically how much does Bank B trust Bank A?
Alright.
I have a question. How much would a coin purse of holding be? Yeah, like a little wallet of holding for money purposes.
Excuse me. So I've never really put much stock by coin weight, because otherwise adventurers literally can't carry their money.
Okay.
So I'm not really making you guys take coin weight into account, because I'm nice.
Okay.
Technically, when you get to higher adventuring levels, you don't use coins anymore, except for pocket change. Instead, you have gems and things like that. But with the coming of paper money, that's not really going to become an issue anyway. But if you wanted a coin purse of holding or a wallet of holding, you could probably get one for 1,000 gold or something like that.
Oof.
I mean, a bag of holding's 3K.
Yeah.
So on the side note, I am going to ask him if he could get me a list of associate banks in the Colorado area.
Heading out west.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see about getting that for you. Just enjoy the. Please, have a seat in the waiting area, and I'll get back to you in a few minutes.
And I'm going to head to the doorway first before I do and say, this might take a while, guys. Feel free to do.
Yeah. So we're gonna jump back to Shamrock, who has purchased a paper, 3 coppers.
All right.
From the
3
paper boy.
cups, yeah.
And he hands it to you. Are you just scanning the headlines? Looking for
Yeah, I'll start there. Start there and see what's going on.
So, in this past month, there was a major upset in a casino where several notable socialites were gunned down by as of yet unknown individuals. The police are still investigating that. The Bureau of Internal Revenue is also cracking down on the illegal trade of alcohol, their words. and they are currently sending out representatives to all the major cities to start enforcing the new law. The paper says that the Bureau representative claimed that they were assembling a task force to handle this new developing situation.
Oh. So it's not quite Volstead yet. Okay, yeah.
No, the Bureau of Internal Revenue is...
Sorry, go ahead. No, I'll just message you.
Sorry, yeah. The Bureau of Internal Revenue is charged with doing this, with upholding prohibition, because Congress hates them, I guess. Because DEA and stuff like that didn't exist yet. But as of the beginning of the 20s, they really didn't have a task force put together for this kind of thing, and really wouldn't even by the end. So it's kind of a work in progress.
Quote.
Out of character. So, yeah. So, yeah, the article is saying that the Bureau of Internal Revenue representative promised to clean up the crime in our countries and bring back safety and security to the United States. You have enough knowledge. I'm not even going to make you roll. Your passive is good enough. The representative, the head of the Bureau of Internal Revenue, is in fact an avowed dry.
Did you get my message?
Oh yeah, okay. The one out, the security guard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, they're not police
officers. I thought they. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, they're security guards.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, you want to actually go to a different building for that. So yeah, your passive is good enough to know that this guy is an avowed dry. So this is not just like party. This is not just him like stating the rhetoric. This is him like he actually believes this nonsense.
Is there a payphone that I can do that with?
Sure. Probably. This is Chicago in the 1919s. I'm sure there's a payphone somewhere.
All right, I'm just going to go right outside to the closest one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll show the paper over to Francis. You get this? I'm actually going to try and enforce it.
The political cartoon's great. It's got the House of Congress, or it's got a man wearing a sash that reads House of Congress, and it's pouring out alcohol into what looks like they're trying to pour it out into a bay of some kind, and then it shows what looks like it shows what looks like a bunch of little men holding out buckets under it.
Oh, they're gonna have their work cut out for them, I tell you what. Ain't liable to catch the people I know involved in this.
Yeah, I mean, my own experience with government is good old Uncle Sam's military, but something tells me this ain't gonna go so well for them.
The thing about the military is they are technically outnumbered.
When did you get here?
No. I was saying that was out of character. That was out of character.
God.
Shot for the ether. You know, the thing about the military.
What in tarnation was that?
Hold on. I have opinions about this. Alright, so, yeah, so you go find a payphone.
Alright.
You step outside and you find a payphone, down the street.
And I assume there's a generally known, information, tip line.
Yeah, you could just call the police station and say, I'd like to leave an anonymous tip.
Yeah,
Are they going
okay.
to trace your call?
Extend my hand like a mob.
Not in this day and age.
Mob boss and allow you to kiss my ring when you leave.
What?
Kiss the ring.
Yeah,
Who was that?
so I give them the call and leave the anonymous tip that, hey, someone's looking to buy into Dragon Bane weapon.
Very well. Thank you for this tip, citizen.
Wow, it took you a month to put that out.
I mean,
The dragon is already dead.
hmm?
None of the rest of you did. Oh, trust me. You would know if the dragon had died.
Yeah.
I know.
And
It's just
by
a
you
joke.
would know, I mean the city would be a smoking crater.
Jesus.
I wanted to wait plenty of time so that the person in you know.
So the person could
No.
get as much of it as they'd like.
That didn't say that the chip isn't traced to me by people who are in the know.
Cool. So you put your 1 silver piece in for the payphone, and you send your tip, and then you hang up. It's been a few minutes. You go back inside. The guy comes out with the bank drafts, and they look like they're bundled up in a manila envelope with a piece of paper
Alright.
on top, and he hands it to you and says, here's a list of the branches in Colorado. I'm sorry I couldn't get you a more accurate list, but you can tell me what city you're going to.
I'm not sure exactly either, but there's probably going to be one along the way.
Very well. If there's anything else I can do for you when you get back from your business trip, just let me know.
Of course.
As he, gives you a polite nod and then goes back to
And I'm going to give him a semi-formal work bow, and
So,
he is culture.
cool. So you guys are ready to go. Out west.
I've got us some money, and before going, I'm just like, got us some money that we can take out when we get there.
I want to make sure I got containers so I can collect the. What was I looking for? I had it listed as blue smoke, but
No, so they... It's a little bit of a tech joke. They said that they needed reagents to create the magic blue smoke.
Okay, just so I got containers to collect whatever reagent they need.
Yeah, I mean, probably just stuff it in your pockets, but yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Depending on what it is. If it's volatile, that might be better.
I mean, just uranium.
Yeah, I mean, you're chemically neutral, right?
I mean, I'll be fine.
So are we all gonna like go pack our shit and then like meet up at the train station?
I suppose so. I need to lock up the office anyways.
Cool. Well, while that's happening, why don't we take a 5-minute break, and then when we come back, we will do the train ride.
Woo.
Chugga chugga, choo choo.
Woo woo.
Going to move it over
Woo woo.
to the...
Oh, Shadow, didn't we say we were going to do the meditation, the session for while we were
Yeah,
here?
I mean, you got more time on the train. You can do it then.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so we are officially in the screen. We'll see you guys in about 5 minutes.
Alright.
I shall count the minutes.
By the second, by the moment.
Quick, someone help me with math. How much money should I take out of my gold for how much shit we're doing on the train?
He said that you could just carry it because it doesn't do the weight.
I mean, how much are we spending? It's because it's
I mean,
15 plus the 10 for you to put your car on the thing.
it's 30 to ship the car. It's 25 for first class, 10 for business
Okay.
class. So
You
just
said
add it up.
you were putting in 10 on the car, and you're putting in 15.
35.
So that's 25
35, yeah.
plus your own
Wait,
25 for
And for the car.
There's 2 in you, so that.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So if you're putting in $10, you're doing first class is 35.
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
And then the 15 for Nadia's.
Well, that was 10.
The 10 is the.
That's included in.
So,
Hold on, let me do math.
Math's math.
What?
I mean, we do the same thing where you're like, I'm doing numbers.
yeah, shut up.
I have ADHD. Don't make me think about numbers and words at the same time. Okay. I'm very glad that I chose to work all month and chose to steal.
Oh, right.
Got one deal.
I remember because you were like, hey, so yeah, killing people didn't go so well, but I got all this money.
Yeah, I was wondering what was going on with all those dice rolls.
The answer was like,
You tried so hard.
Sometimes Jeffrey says, hey,
Got
would you
so
like a
far.
cool sword? And I say, yeah. And then he's just like, cool. Do you want to try and use your cool sword? And I'm like, not really. And he's like, you should try and use your cool sword. And then you try it, it doesn't work.
Oh.
So
in the end, it didn't even matter.
One
should we
could say.
ask for relaxed clothes for these? Because is this a vacation? I didn't really understand.
You are going first class. Take that into account.
So, jeans and the sweatshirt. Got it.
I suppose the real question is, does Shamrock even have, quote, better clothes?
You know,
Do I even have, like, formal clothes?
I
How
remember,
tall is Nadia?
you know,
She was a little short, so maybe
4'8".
4'8".
4'8". She's so small.
I feel huge.
5.
Oh, baby.
Oh, you're like 5'8".
Yeah.
So.
So like 4'8" to 5. Like, yeah, she's pretty short.
Yeah.
I forget how tall my character is.
And then
There's the 6'2" giant.
Lynn is like,
See, what Nadia is asking for it is, should she wear nice, like, cutesy clothes? Because she's, like, getting used to that being around Fritz.
That's why I asked how tall she was. It's just like, let me pack your bag, let me pack your bag, let me pack your bag, let me pack your bag.
How'd this get in here? Well, you better put it on.
Oh no, what's this? A bunch of, you're not too terribly much shorter than me, so,
We'll make these fit.
What's it? Oh, all of the very nice dresses that have been bought for me over the years that just pile up in my closet. Oh god.
Oh,
The ones
jeez.
I haven't pawned off.
If we do end up doing business, we could have at least a couple suits too, you know.
Oh yeah, no. It's gonna be suits that... Fritz never just brings one set of gendered clothes. It's always both.
I mean, hey, whatever suits your fancy. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
As I recall, in the description of Shamrock's office, there was a closet filled with entirely too many trench coats.
So, see now I'm picturing a warforged in front of a drum set and boom.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, why does a Warforged need clothes? Hence why he only has one real set of clothes, besides like multiple trench coats that are
Express
clothes.
himself.
He is 7.
More human.
It's about the experience. I think we had a similar conversation about Crest.
Yeah, something like that.
He is 7. He spent 5 of those years in war. Expressing himself is about knowing where to shoot the enemy.
Let's be real. Like when we were 7, we were like, I want to wear my Power Rangers clothes like every fucking day. So you know,
What?
it wouldn't surprise me if that's where Shamrock's at.
How tall are Sham and Francis doing a thing?
6'2".
6'2".
Francis, where the fuck did I write down Francis?
When I was 7, I think it was like, I want that Pikachu shirt.
I think he's 5'9". I'll have to go and look.
When
I'll
I
have to find
was,
where-
it was,
Almost but taller than Rin.
yeah.
Maybe it was 8.
How tall is Rin?
5 foot.
Really
5
We
foot.
have tall boys and the small boys.
I remember when I was little, I was like, I want all that Hello Kitty stuff. Yes. Kitty is my life.
See, if I was given anything Hello Kitty related, I loved the frog. Frog was my favorite.
Carope is a good, very good.
I didn't even know the thing's name. It's Carope?
It's Carope. Boy.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
It's so beautiful.
Like, yeah, definitely the frog's my favorite Hello Kitty character.
Carope is one of my favorites too.
I do not recall anything about the series. I just remember being super into it.
Oh yeah, I had the Hello Kitty VHSs. Ooh baby.
See, since we're talking about all this, what was your guys' first, like, video crush? Like, character or person on TV?
Like, there was a really hard crush.
Yeah.
Because for me, that was definitely Fenris from Dragon Age 2, because I like my brooding elf boys.
Wealth and taste you have.
As far as the first one goes, I suppose Aisha Clan.
I googled that
Aisha
too.
Clan, really?
Okay,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
fair.
Listen. They had the hot spring episode. I was young and prepubescent.
Who is that? How do you spell that name?
Aisha Clan is from Outlaw Star.
Yep.
Jinx.
Mine was actually the Blue Ranger from the original Power Rangers.
I have to say, Bell Dandy.
I don't know.
I don't want to say mine out loud now, and I'm not going to.
What?
Yes,
But
you
now
will.
you won the
You will
no.
succumb to peer pressure to do so.
I mean, no pressure, but also kind of pressure.
Oh, I know who the
Fritz,
fuck
my
that is.
friend, come on. We was waiting on you.
Kind of peer pressure.
Here's the thing:
very
is
true.
nobody can blame me. Nobody can blame me, and no one's
I'm just
allowed to
imagining
think
like this
that I'm
like
weird.
child-sized right.
All right, let's hear it.
Probably Kovu from The Lion King.
Okay.
Okay.
It's the Prince Zuko it's like the preemptive Prince Zuko. Like later it transferred on to Prince Zuko, and then as I aged, I was like, oh, never mind, it's Sokka.
Alright, so I'm gonna say this and everyone's gonna go like, yeah, I can see that.
Uh-huh.
Jessica Rabbit.
Fair and bad.
You gotta appreciate that, yeah.
You get a free, yeah. That's a free pass. Everyone has a crush on Jessica at some point.
And then I guess
Alright, is your next
my
one?
first like anime crush was, see, I didn't know any better when I was in high school, so I thought like so I was watching Inuyasha and I was like, who's this woman? Who's this strong woman fighting Inuyasha? And it was Shomaru.
Oh, if we're talking
That's fair.
I understand.
I want Sailor Jupiter to break me in half anyway.
Okay, you know what? Fair.
Because she had the lace-up green boots, and I was just like, I don't know why this right here.
My first anime crush was Otohime from Bleach, but not for the reason that you'd think. It was because of one really weird scene, because I saw it in Japanese, where she sang volleyball, but it just sounds really fucking weird, and I thought it was the most adorable thing I've ever seen.
Fair enough.
It was like so freaking weird. Like I don't understand how it could
It's
be
like,
volleyball.
that is adorable. Love.
Alright.
Oh, you tried so hard.
Now that we've officially squeezed a confession out of Greg, we are ready to continue.
We're not. Charlie's not back.
Oh,
You're right.
Nothing of value lost.
No, incorrect.
I mean,
Well, according to everyone here, that only applies to me.
Well, you know what? Move in and maybe you'll get into
Fair and balanced.
like a sitcom in this department.
That's a CNN, man.
Oh my god, hold on a second. If it was Fritz's tiny ass apartment, and it was Fritz, who is German, Nadia, who is Russian, and Rin, who is Japanese.
Listen, from the States going to come knocking your door asking about your affiliations.
Yeah, if this game ever went into like 1998, there would certainly be some questions happening.
So like an hour before we're leaving to go on this train, Nadia's like, "Oh wait, I better tell the Shadow that I'm not going to be in the city." And she does like a latch-ditch effort, telling a spider the message and sending it to him.
Leaving town.
I'll be gone for like a month.
That's like fucking telling your boss that you're going to be late for work through a Facebook message.
After a month of ghosting them at that.
Smoke signals.
Nadia's loving spending time with Fritz, and it's probably not healthy with how much she's like, no, this is better. This is better for me.
I mean, it might.
Well, yeah, it probably is better than a cult, truthfully, but still. Ditching the cult might not be healthy, though.
We'll make a better cult with blackjack and hookers.
Exactly. I was about to say, which one is worse? Being in some kind of religious cult or being a sex worker in the 1920s?
Definitely a sex worker.
Points at Fritz's gay ass.
That was just like the norm.
I mean, one of them sounds more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cult does sound more fun, you're right.
So,
okay.
Charles getting back?
I don't know. Fucking add him.
Yeah, but that's effort. I'd much rather just pretend that Charles is here and not do work.
Well, that would be rude. I received whips of the art he's working on, and I did yell.
Oh, hey, Shadow, I do have a question.
Good.
I have an answer.
How big is that gun of warning or whatever? Is it like a normal-sized pistol?
No, it's an old-school flintlock.
Oh, so someone did and be like, "Oh, you're one of them enthusiasts, huh?"
I don't know if it's been long enough for the FCA to exist.
Well, just gotta get some use extra black powder, just make sure it doesn't flash in the pan there. Come on, reload 4 rounds later. Okay, I'm loaded.
Via the description, it is an old school, like old-timey pirate flintlock, like ones that had like one shot.
How much would it to get somebody to shrink that to about the size of like a charm, like you'd hang off of something, like to like wear it as a necklace or something?
Well,
permanently?
You have to get it shrunk using a spell, and then you'd have to get it made permanent.
That's gonna be pretty penny.
Find a wizard to do that for you.
I could eventually do one, but not the other.
Welcome.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Welcome back. We've been waiting for you.
Charles, please. I've only meant about 70% of the things that I've said about you this session.
Unlike me, where he means every single last word.
You're so nice.
Oh no.
That reminds me, I have videos to send to people.
Oh
We're all back, at least.
We're all back, at least.
In theory.
Everyone here.
Save for those who are muted.
Who's
They're always muted.
I
Yeah.
just want to make sure that the 2 muted people are actually like able to hear and respond.
I'm here. I was looking at a TikTok.
truly.
How dare you?
And Charles, are you with us? Need to hold a silence.
I was about to say.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just having a kind of rough day.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Need another few minutes?
I don't think that's really gonna help.
Maybe the AFK. AFK.
yeah. Real life comes first, yo. That's our motto here. Okay.
Either way.
Okay, I guess they're staying.
Yeah.
Either way.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to continue.
All right.
Alright.
So let's get off the hold screen. Went on far longer than it should have, but that's fine.
Shrug.
Alright, so we are back. Alright, so, welcome back everyone. I hope your break was good. So, we were on our way out to the Midwest. Now, as a fun little option, do you guys want to take a regular train or do you want to take the lightning train?
What is that?
I'm intrigued.
So, you know how maglev trains do?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Imagine
Yeah.
if it just floated on a rail of lightning instead. Because wizards are being incredibly inappropriate with their magic.
Huh. Okay, I'm assuming it's going to cut down the time. I'm guessing there is a,
No, I mean, it pretty much goes the same exact amount of time. It just is a lot cooler.
See, as long as it don't cost more and that there's no like waiver of like life or something.
Oh, there's totally a liability waiver to get on the lightning train. Because it's very untested. But you get you get to ride a really cool train.
Yeah. I'm not willing to sign a liability waiver.
Yeah, no.
Just ride a regular train then.
oh, I guess Shamrock would just be sad. Oh well. Normal train it is.
Normal, boring pedestrian train it is.
See, if the train crashes, I'm pretty sure Shamrock will be alive. Well, actually, Nadia probably would too.
Their own airbag, the other one's made sturdy.
So yeah, you guys ride the train. Rin, you wanted to commune with your sword for a little bit.
Yep.
So
Actually get that tier 2.
where is... Did I... Tell me I didn't archive it. I did. Okay. So we are going to the Kitsune Clearing. Oops, let me get that out of the way. Excellent art provided by our very own players.
Oh, really? Oh, the sword? Yeah.
So, you appear back in the clearing, and the Kitsune is laying there, and it seems to be sleeping until you came in, so it opens one massive eye and looks towards you and says, "So, you're back. Have you felt it? The edge of the next seal?" You cut out there.
I have indeed. However, I have a single question to you.
Go on.
Now that you've seen what this new world has to offer, that yes, there are things that still need to change, but why do you think that the possibility for a new life is beyond hope?
Let's just say you'll understand when you get to be more powerful. After all, you will eventually grow old and gain your own tails in time. When you get old enough, you'll realize that those of us who are powerful enough are not as free to move around or change as the younger races.
Perhaps. But with the second awakening, isn't there a chance? Doesn't that alone offer a chance for change?
Perhaps. We shall see. Now...
I draw the blade.
Yeah, so you draw the blade.
And slash the second seal.
Slash the second seal. So a second tail breaks free. And the Kitsune grins and says, "Very well. You've done quite well to do so in just a month. But can you really continue this?"
As I draw my blade, I simply say, "You know, there is a certain thing. I will continue to hold my ID."
So, now, I'd like you to do a will save. Since you have come in and argued well, you can, or wisdom save, I'm sorry. You can do it at advantage. We're going to see if you are influencing the Kitsune or if the Kitsune is influencing you. Very well. I will tell you the results of that in a private message after the session.
Alright.
So, with that, the Kitsune closes its eyes and goes back to sleep. So, you guys are on the train. Do you want to do anything while on the train?
I mean, besides just looking and watching everything and everyone, not really. Like, I could do an infusion, but nah.
Okay.
I just realized they were there for that session. They were actually physically in the area of proximity.
I mean, they were sucked into the clearing with you.
No, but they were in the proximity of me while I was in there.
Just meditating. It probably just looked normal.
I haven't
See,
used her cast on the sword, but I mean,
Doing strange weeaboo stuff.
I has a question on this. Would there have been like any danger with what he was doing? Because he would have been close to everybody else, and if it's within 30 feet of where I'm sitting, and there's danger with what he's doing, I might have gotten a warning from the gun.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
That's kind of like being ambush danger, I would think. But,
It gives you advantage.
The gun didn't say anything.
Okay.
Alas, his gun is no mouth.
Quiescent.
However, if it was suddenly to be possessed and go slaughtering people, you might get a warning.
You know, little things.
Excuse me, steward, this person, I is hungry. What do you have on this first class up here?
There's a dining car just down the way, ma'am.
So, I need to go and feed myself down the way when this is supposed to be first class. I figured I could eat in my seat with how much we pay.
Sorry. Was this your first time riding a train?
Is it that obvious?
Yeah. Yes, kind of. So, we can bring you drinks in first class, but if you want a meal, you go into the dining car, and you show them your first class ticket and tell them what you want to eat. There are 2 meals included with the trip. One meal that's coming up rather soon, and 1 breakfast for the morning.
Thank you for being willing to explain that, ma'am.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
Do
Anything else?
you have any wine or alcohol on these trips?
Yes. Did you want me to bring you some?
Yes, please. For me and my friends.
Very well. I shall bring you... She counts, and 5 glasses. I'll be right back.
Isn't there 6 of us?
Are you not counting yourself?
2, 3, 4.
Cough, cough.
No, we need 6. My friend over there likes to experience the sensation of the smell.
I'm just gonna let it fly, but
that everyone enjoys.
Yeah, I mean, she realized they were forgetting someone.
Right. Kind of looks at Shamrock skeptically.
I just wave her off as it's a quirk. I just do that sort of it's a quirk sort of wave.
It's a
he's sitting there, just slight shrug, but just back to his paper.
Right. So she comes back.
Or would you have the coffee? I know you enjoyed that.
So I'm gonna flip a bad boy point.
Oh no.
To say that she comes back with she comes back with 5 wine glasses and a small sampling cup for Shamrock.
I mean, dependent upon his disposition on the matter.
You insult my friend with a sample cup.
Calm down. It's fine. Thank you, miss.
You're welcome.
I will say though, it would be one thing if he ordered it for you to treat him like this, but this was a personal request. I understand you have your own biases,
I'm sorry,
That does
ma'am.
not mean.
I'm sorry, ma'am. This is out of my hands. I asked my supervisor, and this is what I was told to bring.
Very well, just
It's fine. Thank you, ma'am. That'll be all.
Nadia hands the glass to Shamrock, and
I mean, you guys can pour your own. She brings you a bottle and glasses.
yeah, I pour everybody a normal glass, and I drink out of the bottle instead.
Very classy for first class.
Yeah,
The dumb style.
The other passengers are giving you very, like, dirty looks.
This is how all my family drink. If you feel like you need to glare at me, then you can go fuck yourself.
Just saying, confront them is only going to make them glare more.
Yeah, so people are starting to, like, murmur about this raucous behavior in first class. You hear a couple people like, I say, well, I never. You actually, like, they're kind of, like, whispering, but, like, loud enough that you can hear intentionally, and they're like, you know, back in my day, we never let such rabble onto first class. Never letting anyone come onto the railway these days.
Can I dazzle them?
Describe to me how you would like to dazzle, and possibly dazzle.
Okay. I'm just, you know how in shoujo anime, every once in a while the protagonist, the love interest, will turn their head around and then it's just the light flares and the glitter and someone goes, I want to do that. I want to just give them just the most dazzling smile humanly possible.
So is this a stunt's charisma check?
It depends on what you consider to be charisma, what you consider to be performance, and what you consider to be sheer raw natural talent.
So a stunt, basically. Got it.
What are you using to do this? Are you trying to do a performance? Are you trying to just do a come hither? What are you trying to do? I'm not even a
come hither. I'm just trying to be charming and cute.
I mean, I think you got that on lock already, but...
Yeah.
Alright, then I'm just gonna call for a charisma check.
Just a regular charisma?
Yeah.
Don't fuck me, you're all 20. Kiss kiss.
And before...
Oh, okay. 16 is not bad. Some of the people, several of the women, blush and turn away, and one or two of the men, and they're like, yeah, about that. So about the oil barons and so on and so forth. They just like go back to their own conversations.
Meanwhile, the Kitsune laying off a killing in 10 days.
Yeah, but they are kind of giving Nadia very, like, this rabble looks. But they're more discreet now. They're not, like, actually commenting about it.
So Nadia's
kind of, like, side-eyeing you.
Nadia's going to do a little magic here 30 feet away on the other side of this car. And she's going to make it smell faintly of skunk stank on all of the people that are making fun of her and stuff.
Okay, so what spell are you using to do that?
It's my first spell. It's a cantrip.
Druid.
It's Druidcraft. I wrote it down as Shadowcraft because shadowy stuff. But
yeah, can you link that to me? Put it in the chat.
Did that do it?
Yeah. Harmless sensory effect that predicts what the weather will be at your location for the next. You instantly make a flower blossom. Harmless sensory effects such as falling leaves, puff of wind, a sound, a small animal, or the faint odor of skunk. The effects must fit in a 5-foot cube. Okay. So you're doing like one person.
Yeah,
one person to be the target of your ire.
So, no, I'm gonna keep going.
You're gonna.
I'm gonna do each of them that I saw doing that to me. They're gonna smell like a skunk.
Okay, so you just straight up casting it on them?
Boop,
Yes.
boop, boop, boop. Multiple.
Okay. So, a train conductor comes down the train, quickly, and says, "Excuse me, ma'am. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave first class."
Hmm.
How could we have seen this coming? Who could
Also,
have
also, several of the people have complained that you have soiled their clothing, and when we get off, when we arrive at our destination, they may seek restitution with the local law. So I am gonna have to ask you to stay behind and not disembark until they can be summoned. I apologize for the inconvenience.
I did not.
If you would just come this way, ma'am.
Okay, she follows.
Yeah, he leads you down to business class and seats you there. And there's there's a member of the staff that is not being like obvious about it because they don't want to embarrass you like in front of all the other people, but there is someone who is like their presence is constantly felt for the rest of the trip.
Who sent the? Did we see someone like report her?
Like a lot of people started jumping up and clamoring because verbal and somatic components not being hidden whatsoever.
Yeah.
No, it was under her breath. She wouldn't have just been like.
I specifically did ask, "Are you just casting it?" and you said yes.
It wouldn't be like I'm saying it out loud. That would be stupid.
It's a verbal component. You have to say the verbal component. That's why I asked, "Are you just casting it?" and you said yes. So, you can still show your ticket and have a meal brought to you in business class, but it's not as good as if you'd gone to the dining car.
Could we pop a good boy point to retroactively say if Nadia wanted to that she did it under her breath sneakily instead of just out loud?
Yeah.
I'll let you pop a good boy point to let Nadia get a chance to roll a stealth check to try and disguise the casting. If you'd like.
I think that's all that was being asked for, really.
Yeah.
Alright, then in that case, you may make a stealth check to soil your first person.
Oh, you're actually trained in that.
Yep.
Oh.
Woof.
Do you want to pop a point to...
I'm rolling.
Okay, so you guys want to use another good boy point?
Or, right.
Spend all the good boy points trying to fuck with the bourgeoisie.
I mean,
just as easily just like choose to not do this and just stop being a belligerent passenger.
Okay, yeah. Let's just not do it.
Yeah, Shamrock's gonna have words with all of y'all as soon as we get off this train.
They're just like
quietly sipping wine in the corner.
It's like they brought you a bottle of wine, and Shamrock's literally not drinking it; he's just smelling it. So they brought him a small container for it. And you guys got so upset.
You insulting my good metal friend.
Three-eyed metal husband.
You literally said he likes to smell it, so they brought you a small container to smell it. They're not going to bring you a wine glass. That's a waste of wine.
Yeah, Shamrock's gonna have some words with y'all as soon as we get
Okay,
off. Just
so
namely about how being subtle.
We'll take one more good boy point, and we'll just roll back that you guys you didn't do it at all.
Okay, fine.
All right. I love just rolling these back and forth. Does anyone else want to do anything while on the train?
I want to get sloshed.
Okay.
You know what? Since we're here, and since there's important people here, I'm going to just sort of watch the crowd and see if I can read any good info off them, lips or otherwise.
For
Alright,
like gossip?
Yeah, pretty much gossip. Just like
Alright,
any sort of interesting news.
Since you're actively focusing, let's do a perception check from you.
Okay, can't just passive it.
Well, I mean, you said you were like watching lips and stuff like that, right?
I mean, yeah.
So if you want to like dig in for information, it would be a regular. Whereas if you instead go with like, I'll just like sit there and absorb the waves of the ether or whatever. If you just want to sit there and like listen, just like casually.
Casually
eavesdrop, but not like try to read lips or anything. Then yeah, we can just use your passive. But if you want to actually try to like read lips and things like that, then I'm going to make you do an active.
I guess I'll just passively listen and see if I can pick up anything.
Your passive is what you just like happen to notice. Like when you walk down the street and you hear a car going by, that's your passive perception. You're not actually listening for cars. It's just you hear it.
Yeah. It's weird. It's like, oh yeah, I'm so great at passively listening to things, but as soon as I want to concentrate, it's like, oh, look, a squirrel. Yeah, well, either way.
I blame the programmer.
That's fair.
Okay, so your passive is what, a 15? Something like that? It's
18.
Now. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, so let's get a randomly generated word list.
Yeah, I am what someone might call observant.
Alright, so while he is passively listening, Fritz wants to get sloshed. Rin was meditating. Did you want to do anything else?
Did I want to do anything else? Yes, I'm going to go down and talk to the manager personally.
Was
stupid fucking party.
I am going to mention that, actually try to, shall I say...
Well, I was going to try to passively listen, but I will stop Rin.
You don't know where I'm going!
I mean, Rin, are you getting up with like an angry set to your shoulders?
I have a 21 like passive investigation. I know what's going on here.
That would be insight, I thought.
I think he gets a...
It would be insight, yes.
Doesn't observing give a +5 to your passive insight, too?
No, it's just investigation and perception.
Oh, right, okay.
Can I just fucking make sure that nobody does anything fucking stupid because no one knows how to comport themselves around high society?
Yeah,
sure. I mean, if anyone looks like they're doing something really stupid, you can...
Oh, no, never mind. Look, I'm Yakuza. I know how to deal with things subtly. Subtle is the Yakuza's name.
You have a big fuck-off sword and you cut someone's head off in front of the cops one time.
I'm looking at you and Nadia.
Doesn't mean I'm going to do it willy-nilly.
So instead of messing with people, I think she's just going to drink with Fritz. And maybe Fritz will be like, hey, you shouldn't be drinking out of the bottle like that. And
I'm just going to slowly, casually get up and head towards head down the hallway.
Still 21 insight.
Well, it's not like I'm gonna make a major issue. I'm just gonna issue a formal complaint. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's up to you. If you think that Shamrock would be able to discern your motive.
That I told you what the motive was.
Yeah. Do you think that Shamrock would be able to discern your motive from your demeanor?
Probably.
I mean, based off how both you and Nadia were coming to his defense earlier, 1 + 1 = 2.
Yes, I'm angry. But I also know how to be...
All right, sit down.
Appropriately polite.
Listen, sometimes just gotta let things go. People are gonna be shitheads or polite.
Flesh knighting.
Who knows?
Yikes.
Don't jump to conclusions.
Which is why I want to talk to him. Make sure, because this is how you lose custom.
Somehow I'm surprised you guys don't stick out more than you do.
Deep sigh.
Here's
Listen.
the thing. Is if you're gonna be sticking out and you're gonna be making a big fucking stink about things, that's when you just decide that consequences don't exist. So if someone's judging you, just know deep inside that you're a million times better than whoever the fuck that piece of trash looking at you sideways is. If I want to drink out of a wine bottle on a train, I'll drink out of a wine bottle on a train. Who are you, my dad? Get out of here.
You know,
Dude, Nadia would like clink the bottle to Fritz's glass and then slam it like.
I've had too much of just sitting by and sticking to the crowd.
and like as you recall,
No,
assume you guys
I'm going
are,
to make it.
line.
Okay, to explain something, this is also a deep-seated thing against her own culture. You probably could tell.
Well, when personalities collide.
No, okay, no, I've had enough of just sitting by and not speaking up. There was too much of that in where I used.
That's
Back
how
at
you
home.
get fucking arrested.
No, how you get
let's
arrested is
not-
by drawing this and cutting people down. It's not like
You get the feeling that if you had a father and he looked disappointed, it'd look very similar to how Shamrock's looking now.
no. I have a feeling that the last time my father pointed, he got killed. So you know
That's
what?
very true.
I'm going to say is
I
like,
think you missed the point on that one.
no.
but okay.
Okay, let me actually put that in character. The last time I got that look was
dad face.
the last time I got that look was from my father before I cut him down.
Don't kill the robot. Don't kill the robot.
All right, let me put it this way. Sit.
The fucking look that Shamrock is giving her.
Please tell me I get to ask for a roll for initiative for a PvP in the middle of a train.
No, I'm just going to sit very upset.
Chris is gonna like sort of lean over to where you're sitting and like try and put a hand on you in an appropriate place and just go, here, look, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Is that when you can't get the result that you want in the moment without increasingly making things worse for yourself, that's when you stew. That's when you stew on it and save it for later.
Fritz, I have ears.
I know. No, but here's the thing. I have so much dumb shit I could be doing to these motherfuckers. But you know what gives me solace deep in the dark hours of night is that at least I'm not the asshole who gets their kicks off on watching people follow neat, tidy little invisible rules. That I'm not the person that's constrained by dumb, stupid fucking rules. My existence is a threat to them. Her existence is a threat to them. Your existence is a threat to them. I think that's pretty fucking sexy of us, honestly.
Amen. Not amen, but just takes up her wine glass and just knocks it against yours and takes a sip.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take a dad's restraint for at least something.
And a side note, though, I do want to emphasize the glare. I do just want to give the other people a glare back whenever they glare at Nadia.
You can do that.
Pick one. Pick one. Pick one single person. Just pick one. No, pick one. Point them out. Pick one.
I have a question.
Sure.
How much would it be to buy all the alcohol on the train?
Oh my god.
Oh my.
You know, I really thought that Alex was going to be the disruptive factor.
Nadia woke up and chose violence today.
No, I'm just asking because then I have all the alcohol over by us, then I could be like, hey, if any of you want to join, there's free alcohols over here.
Nadia, pick one. Just pick one of them.
Okay, I
while you guys are
snub this over there.
Don't waste your money on that shit. And then here's the thing. Is that magic doesn't necessarily need to happen for people to be unnerved. In the back of whoever Nadia just pointed out, just very quietly in Russian, nobody's moving their lips, nobody's looking at anyone. It's just going to be 99 bottles of beer on the wall for as long as he can keep it up with his... It's not magic. It doesn't have vocal or somatic or material components.
What are you doing? Using this...
Awakened mind, baby.
Oh, awakened
mind. No,
mind.
that's not the sword.
Yeah, no, I probably have at least one charge. No, I don't have a charge anymore. Okay.
No, we're not wasting spell slots. We're not doing anything flashy. Just know that something's happening right now.
So, in Russian.
In German.
Oh, in German. So you're going to telepathically send to him.
It's just going to be very, very so soft, so quiet.
Like you only just barely notice that it's there, kind of quiet, or
yeah, it's like an earworm, but it's an earworm of a song he's probably not heard before.
It's like I swear someone's singing, but I can't figure out who and where.
Meanwhile, I was. Oh god! Now I know what I wanted.
Okay.
Are we just let's see how much we.
Anyway, we're wasting too much time on this.
Off of the fucking train. Is that like where we're at?
I'm just waiting for you guys to say, okay, we're done on the train, and then we can move on.
What was it?
Fuck that. We're gonna burn this train down.
Oh,
Francis wants
all right. So
I wanted a reason to use my wild talent dice.
So we're at 13 bars, and 1 train, and a space station.
Listen, this one, I tried to stop it on this one. I tried.
I'm sure you made them hear, like, there's a bomb on the train, like, and like, really freak them out. So
No, I'm not trying to cause an actual disruption. I'm trying to be just vaguely a nuisance so that everybody feels better about Sham being slighted and no one has to get fucked up in the process.
Fuck it. Killing intent.
No, what the fuck?
Dude, come on.
I will kill you. I will kill you in real life.
Let's use a good point to make it so Rin can't blow up the train.
Just killing intent. It's not. I'm not going to kill them. I'm just letting them know I want to.
Okay,
what
that's not persuasion.
That's threatening someone.
Okay.
That's threatening someone on a train, and you're the one that's going to get arrested. Stop.
First off, that's not persuasion. That's intimidation.
Yeah, I thought we were doing the rules where it's all intimidation, persuasion,
I'm just letting you know that's not a persuasion. That's intimidation at that point.
Yes, but we're all trained. We're all going it off persuasion rolls because it's one rules. Remember?
Yes. So secondly,
it's still charisma. And I can use my wild talent dice on any charisma check.
Okay. So secondly,
I hate this.
I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah, I know how wild talent works.
Okay.
I used wild talent myself.
That's a big thing.
Y'all are like acting like we can just kill the sheriff and get away, like we're in the wild fucking west. Like,
No,
The minute that Ren starts trying to do some fuck shit, Fritz is gonna go to the dining car so that he's not here.
I mean, the rest of you. So this poor guy who's got this earworm Russian song playing in the back of his mind, already is questioning his sexuality from Fritz, and now he feels like he's going to die. The rest of you are trained fighters, so you can recognize what Rin is doing. Rin is trying to project her intent to kill this man at him, which isn't really a thing, but with an 18, I'm going to say that's, yeah, I mean, he gets the message one way or the other.
At this point, Shamrock is going to just take his paper, neatly fold it, and just slam it on the table in front of Rin. I'm going to the sleeper car. Yeah. Don't wake me up.
So I had rumors ready for you, but...
Oh, right. I tried. I wanted to, but apparently I'm having to be angry at people right now.
Yeah, so, do you guys want to fuck up the train trip in any other way?
I'm not doing anything actually hostile against him or anyone.
Are you real right now? Are you real?
You just projected your intent to kill him.
Yes, which I don't have to act.
Definition of a hostile action.
Okay, fair.
You know how to play checkers? Let's do that in the dining hall.
You literally just had Shamrock storm out because you're being an asshat.
Yeah, isn't there this thing about like getting offended on a behalf of a group that you're not part of being a major faux pas?
Yeah, that's why I said that it was flesh knighting.
I love that. That's it.
Oh god.
Yeah, you guys are really flesh knighting for him right now, and that's not cool. But never let it be said that I'm not leaving you guys enough rope to hang yourself.
So Fritz, are we gonna go eat and like play checkers and stay in the dining car?
Not be around for whatever the fuck that is, yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to get on the train and get drunk, and then everyone started being violent.
I haven't gotten violent yet.
Yeah, Francis is gonna go fucking join Shamrock. Make it all just get nothing. I'm done.
So are they going to be in the business class now?
Okay. No, they're going back to the sleeper cars.
Yeah.
And I think our two friendship bracelet boys are going off to do their own to go off to the dining car to do food. Nadia and Rin are just just Rin, I think.
Yeah, just Rin's there.
Yeah, just
Rin's
Rin.
just being a sour bitch. And Formerly is just kind of being quiet right now. I assume that Formerly is going to eventually go get food and sleep as well.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Once, her initial anger fades, or assuming someone doesn't talk to her in the meantime.
I mean, that could have definitely gone worse.
We used 3 good boy points to make sure nobody got thrown off the train.
Yeah, dude.
That's what they're there for.
To get worse than that, you kind of have to be trying to make it worse than that. I feel like
it could be worse. The train could be on fire.
I don't need to spend any bad play points. You guys are doing just well enough on your own.
We're gonna have a big sit down about how, hey guys, we're all part of marginalized communities in this era. Can we all not?
Except for Francis.
Except for Francis. Francis is chill.
Francis is here just in case y'all get arrested to be like, hey, there's a straight white man here to come take care of things.
Straight white non-magic human.
Oh, thank God, there's someone that's like us.
Yeah. He's here to talk to the cops. That's what he's here for.
Hello, fellow human.
Aren't
I
you,
like you.
Aren't you from Louisiana? So you
So-
would have, like, maybe a darker skin tone than the
I mean,
average.
he's got a little sun.
Urbanite.
Yeah, he's a redneck.
But that's because of tan, not because of black.
I was
But-
Yeah, but you've also got a southern twang. So
Does have twang.
Just a little bit of flair.
Anyway.
I mean, but that's not the important part. The white part's the important part. Let's
Yeah,
be real.
once her anger fades, assuming nobody bothers her in the meantime, she's going to just go and sleep.
yeah. Meanwhile, this guy's like, if you just keep projecting your killing intent at this guy, he's gonna have a heart attack.
No, her anger that level of anger fades pretty fast. It's just
It just slips him a note in his pocket saying, "I'm gonna kill you."
no.
Murder on the Colorado Express.
No.
It would be accurate because it would be like almost all of us participating.
God.
It's Francis to choke somebody to death and Shamrock to crush someone's skull, and we're all there.
So Nadia's just, after drinking and hanging with Fritz, is just going to go and sleep.
Yeah.
There does not need to be train murder.
No, she doesn't murder anyone. She's just like that pissed off and wants to kill him, but is restraining herself.
There should not be any want for train murder.
God.
All right, but no, sleep. Sleep is good.
Yeah,
Okay.
sleep.
So we're gonna. I think we're
Chris is
just
gonna
cut
stay
it.
in the dining
We're gonna
car.
cut it here for tonight.
Good.
So yeah,
God.
I had
What a
It's
train
an
wreck.
entire
I had, like,
session.
3 fucking maps prepared for this, but we're just
On
gonna
a
like
train.
stop here. I feel like this kind of escalated crazily, but that's D&D. It says something about the group that they got offended on Shamrock's behalf. And I'm not sure it's good or bad, but it definitely says something.
It definitely happened.
This is definitely a thing
Listen
that
to
did
the
happen.
robot when he tells you not to be worried about it, man.
They even did give him a glass.
The robot knows best.
They said
Been
it was
doing this
like
for
a
7 years, man.
I'm picturing one of those weird little ketchup cups or something.
I wasn't mad on the robot's behalf. I was mad that they were giving Nadia they were talking about Nadia behind their back.
I mean,
Wait. So I got mad because somebody offended Shamrock, and Rin
And then
got
Nadia was acting very belligerently and like a very low class person in first class, and then they got like socialite offended about that, and they were doing socialite offended things like socially pressuring you to conform, and then you started fucking with them.
That's how it goes, right?
Well, I mean, Nadia, I expected that from, because Nadia is about as commoner as it gets.
Yeah.
But Rin was from a high-class family.
Oh, I was aware.
Y'all were acting like
Semi-high
it was,
class, but a different culture.
y'all were acting like it was the Wild West. Like you could just
Different
like
culture.
if you got in trouble, you could just shoot the sheriff and be done with it and be on your way. Like, dude, this isn't the 1920s. They have police
Like,
departments, military.
Elsa, we're on a train.
It's like, we're maybe in Missouri at this point. We're not even in Colorado. It's like, come on, calm down.